Let's see our thinking so far. Okay, human evolution. Video is about evolution. Shows the past all the way up until now. Okay. Okay. You guys are all in the general um ballpark. That was a video of 1 minute. It was titled "Our Story in 1 minute." So really, it was 1 minute and 30 seconds. But it showed all the way back to before the planets were even in existence, before they even. So you saw at the very beginning was what the way they call the Big Bang, and then how all of the planets formed and the sun and all of that, and then it does shift to Earth, and you see plants and then single cell um, organisms, and then it keeps going from there. So yes, okay, so you guys are all in the same ballpark. So good job. Some of us are missing some evidence and some reasoning, but we're gonna keep practicing, okay? Because I want you guys to develop that ability. It's interesting, and you guys know how to provide reasoning. You guys know how to justify an argument, because you do it, I'm sure, with your parents or your friends. When something isn't going your way, you do that. And I'll tell you a funny story about my nephew. So he's the 4-year-old. We were outside yesterday in the front of the house, and we live in downtown Frederick. So like the sidewalks are very randomly different. Like the one in front of our house is brick, and then like next door is regular concrete. And anyways, so they were playing with these big Tonka trucks, like dump truck things. And so they were moving leaves from one place to the other. And Sam, the 4-year-old, he had dumped one in front of our neighbor's house, and I told him, I said, let's keep it in front of our house, just because, I mean, it's the sidewalk, so it's really, but so he fine, so he moved over back in front of our house, and a few minutes later he says, well, see, I need to be over there because this part is bumpy and I keep losing the leaves. They keep falling out. And if I'm over there, it would be smooth and I won't lose the leaves. So his claim was that he needed to be on the other sidewalk. His evidence was that it was smooth, and the reasoning is he would keep losing leaves. So, that's a 4-year-old's logic, which was true. But I know you guys know how to do that too. So we just have to figure out how to apply it to this situation. Okay. So we're gonna keep doing this. I am going to start to provide some more structured feedback, okay, with your answers to this, so that you can see where you are needing to add in something, okay. It'll probably be in the form of an email, just because we're not, um, you guys don't see this Pear Deck after I close it. So, okay. Um, okay. So here's what we're going to do next. Here's what needs to happen. You guys can close Pear Deck, okay? We do not need Pear Deck anymore. So take 1 minute and close that tab, please. Whoops. Um, okay. So now I need you to go to Canvas and open the link for the Google Slides. It will open, hopefully, the link, and we will all be in the same document, okay? And it's the same thing as the Pear Deck, so you're going to see the same thing. So I should start to see you all pop up in there. Yes, I do. Yay. Yep, yep. Good, good, good. So we all need to come to the Google Slides, because this is where you guys are going to work in groups and you're going to be typing out your answers. And this way we don't have like 8 million different, it's just easier to do it this way. So I'm happy that this worked, because we can do it again. We are, oh, we have 13, 10, so we're missing like 4 of you, I think, are not in Google Slides. Please join us. Okay. So
how do I do that, Miss Hill?
there is a link in the chat.
Okay.
All right, so everybody come down to slide 9. Okay. So part of what we are focusing on, so second quarter, our unit is going to be called comparative planetology. Okay. Big words to say we're going to look at the planets. Okay. So, and the formation of our galaxy, etc. Okay. So, today we're going to focus on some kind of, I think it's kind of a little bit of fun, something a little bit different, kind of seeing how physics is seen in real life situations, but how that can also show us what happens in space. Okay. So, what you are seeing in this picture right now, okay, is an example of what happens, or how our solar system was made. Okay. So that first ball, okay, the big one, right? This one right here, okay, it was spinning. Okay, and it's just a cloud of dust and all kinds of different material. Okay, so it's spinning, and as it's spinning, okay, here it is starting to flatten. Okay, and you'll see in the sentences it says the disk produced by gravitational collapse, okay, which just means that everything is, okay, that's spinning, yep, is compressing things, okay? And this is how we got to what our solar system looks like. Now, keep in mind, okay, you guys have drawn what our solar system looks like before, right? I mean, we've already done that. So for the sake of, right, we got the sun in the middle, and then there's, right, there's the orbits, okay? So if you think about the sun being the biggest, right? Because it's huge, it's massive, okay? You've got this big thing in the middle, okay? And then as you go out, right? Okay, it's stretching, okay? So the Big Bang, okay, that theory, okay, says that back many like hundreds of millions of years ago, everything just went like, okay, and it created all of the planets and that happened from some spinning. Things were spinning, and okay, and as it flattened out, we were left with our sun and then the planets in different places, okay? And everything is constantly spinning still, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna split into two groups. These two groups, one group is gonna watch a video related to tossing pizza, and the other video is gonna watch, I'm sorry, the other group is gonna watch a video about figure skaters, okay? And we're gonna use that information to kind of build some understanding of what happens when things spin and how atoms behave. So there are 3 questions for each, okay? So here's group 1, and those are the questions that you need to answer together, okay? And here's group 2, okay? The questions are very similar, okay? They just are looking for different, they're looking at it from a different perspective. Sorry. Whew. Okay. My intention, okay, here is that when we split, you will watch your video on your own. So you'll watch it on your computer, okay? And then you might start to type your answers in to the questions, okay? So everyone will be putting information in. If you don't have an answer for question 3, that's fine. Put your thoughts for question 1, okay? You can respond to each other's thoughts in those little boxes, okay? But you do need, and maybe you might have competing answers, and that's where you need to try to figure out what would be the best one, okay? I am making this very, what's the word I'm looking for? hopefully accessible. Okay. I am not requiring you to talk, okay, or turn your camera on. I am requiring you to answer something in the box. Okay. So this is part of your grade for today. Okay. This will be graded. So you need to type something on the page that is related, not just a random thought. Miss Alexander will be in one group and I will be in the other so we can support you. But this is for you guys to, you guys have had many classes where you have practiced talking and answering questions as a group. Okay. So we're going to take about 7 minutes, 7 to 8, maybe 10 minutes. And then we will come back. So let's
Miss Hill, which group would you like me to be with?
I will put you there.
Okay, well, I just mean which video.
Oh, good call. Why don't you do pizza?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna, if you are going to the breakout room, you will do pizza. If you are staying here, we will do the figure skater. Okay, so if you are left in my room, go ahead and watch the figure skating video. Um, okay. I'll play it here then. Okay, so go ahead and work on some of the answers. So question number 1 is asking you, how are the figure skater and the spinning gas cloud the same? Okay. The second question is asking, why does the figure skater go faster as the arms are brought in? And the third question, what must happen? So what if a gas cloud or a planet or something in space is collapsing, what's going to happen as things come closer to the center?
For the second question, I think it's because it helps her gain speed.
Okay, okay. Good teamwork. I will type that. Yeah. Oh. So I just typed another thing that Maddie said. She said she couldn't type either. Okay. Good. What do we think? How are these two situations the same? Doesn't have to be a full sentence. It can just be a thought. Oops. What do we think for number 3? I think Alexia is going to type in something for number 1. So as a gas cloud is collapsing, okay, and things are coming into the center, what's going to happen to that cloud?
Does it gain speed?
Yeah, good job, Nicole. Yep, it's going to. Yep, good. Okay, beautiful. Let me double check. Okay. All righty, I'm gonna get them back. Come back. Okay. So we didn't have quite as much time as I thought, but that's fine. I see that there are answers for everything. So that is what I am mostly concerned with. So a real quick recap, okay? Let me slide down here. Okay, so here is what happened in both of these videos, okay? The pizza one showed us how as the spinning happened, right, things stretched out more, okay? And it's yeah, and it got more compact. Yep. Okay. The figure skating video was interesting because as things get brought closer, it goes faster. Okay, and you can see that in the video. So, okay, that's the really important thing. And both of these videos talked about angular momentum, okay, which basically just means don't worry about like the big phrase. I mean, that's important. Hint, hint. You will need to know that. But the general idea is that's talking about how the movement is happening and how it is happening in a spinning environment. Okay. So I'm going to, okay. So I just published the exit ticket for today. There are still a good number of you who did not do last week's. Okay. So if you have not finished, do today's first, please. Okay. That's this one. It's in Canvas. Okay. There are 3 questions. 2 are multiple choice, and 1 is like your type your answers. Then if you didn't do last week's, please go back and do last week's. Okay. So you have about 10 minutes to work on this exit ticket. Okay. If you have any questions, raise your hand, send up smoke signals, whatever the case may be.